One mind control patent might sound crazy, but what if I told you there are dozens of them filed over decades in the US, Russia, Europe, all describing ways to influence human thought without a single person ever realizing it? Invisible waves, signals you cannot feel, yet in theory they could subtly shape what you think, feel, even choose. Sounds like science fiction? Well, it isn't. And here's the kicker. For every patent claiming to control, there are patents designed to protect the human mind. Who's winning this silent war? Let's take a step back. In 1976, the U.S. filed U.S. 3951134A, titled Electromagnetic Influence of the Human Brain, officially documented, publicly available, a system designed to nudge your perception, subtly alter your decisions, all without drugs, without hypnosis. Then came U.S. 6011991A 1999, a method to analyze brain waves to communicate directly with the human nervous system. And U.S. 6506148B2 in 2003, which claimed to manipulate neural activity using targeted EM fields. Even Russia got in on the game. RU 2150890C1, a device to influence the human nervous system, filed in 2000. No fiction here, just patents, official blueprints, equations, tested ideas. Ask yourself, if someone thought this was possible decades ago, how far could it have gone by now? Why build systems to influence the human mind in the first place? Was it just curiosity or something else? The desire to have total influence and turn us into machines without free will? During the Cold War, control wasn't just about missiles, it was about belief. Governments knew the battlefield of the future would be psychological. How to guide thought, emotion, loyalty, without firing a single shot. From MK Ultra's early chemical experiments to the rise of electromagnetic and digital methods, the same question kept echoing. Can you control a mind without it knowing? Patents became the legal shadow of secret research, a way to register the theory without revealing the experiment. Each diagram, each waveform, wasn't just science, it was strategy. Influence the individual, and you influence the crowd. Influence the crowd, and you steer a nation. And maybe, in our age of data, screens, and signals, those same old blueprints have simply gone digital. Now, imagine if all of this power was unchecked. Unchecked influence over thought, emotion, even free will. Scary, right? But here's the interesting part. The same decades also gave birth to patents designed to shield humans from electromagnetic interference. EP 0567590B1. A European patent titled Means for Protecting from Electromagnetic Fields. Or more recently, in 2025, US 12239835, Method for Protecting Biological Objects from Technogenic EM Radiation. Somebody realized the danger. Some genius somewhere thought, we can't just invent the virus without creating the antidote. Let's look closer. US 3951134A. It's more than a diagram. Equations, tables, frequency ranges. They even mapped how certain EM pulses could interact with human cognition. Scientists debated its ethics. Could a single pulse make someone more trusting, more fearful? Could it alter choices? Nobody knows the full extent of its tests. Then there's US 6506148B2, manipulating neural activity. The patent lays out targeting mechanisms, specific waveforms, and even theoretical behavioral outcomes. It's like someone designed a remote control for the human mind. But what about defense? EP0567590B1 shows us that shielding is possible. A helmet, a device, or maybe just knowledge, frequencies that neutralize or redirect the waves. The patent doesn't claim to fix everything, but it's a glimpse of protection in a dangerous field. Which would you choose? Total transparency, or a hidden safeguard nobody talks about? Here's where it gets unnerving. Decades of patents, decades of experimentation, and yet the public barely knows. Could these systems have already been tested on targeted individuals? How many remain hidden in classified files? And if protective patents exist, why aren't they widely deployed? The silent war might already be happening. Mind influence versus mind defense. Who's controlling whom? And who decides when enough is enough? Ask yourself, if mind control is just a theory, then why invent technology to defend against it? Why the shields, the patents, the secrecy? In my opinion, where there's defense, there's always a reason. But maybe the real protection doesn't come from machines. And no, I'm not talking about foil hats, but from how we actually live. When was the last time you walked in silence? No phone, no watch, no signal. Just the forest, the wind, and your own heartbeat. Nature still harmonizes what technology disrupts. Silence, prayer, meditation. They're not just spiritual words, they're recalibration. Because the more we look inward, the less we can be controlled from the outside. Dozens of patents, decades of research, and only a few protective measures. The question isn't just whether it's possible, it's who's using it and how far they've gone. If you want to uncover more, explore the patents and see how these inventions shaped, or could shape, our reality. Subscribe and step into the hidden world of science, secrets, and control.